Hi guys, how are you today? I'm good. Chick down the way's got her music kind of loud. Right now it's just on advertising, but so I can't really avoid that. Other day will go by and I won't have a video at all, so just hope that maybe my crappy little phone can't pick it up too clearly and do a cooking video. So, yes, I brought steak, New York strip to be exact. And I brought eggs, avocado. So guys, I got a special request from one of my special subscribers, my youngest daughter Chloe. Her and I were talking on the phone the other day, and she said, "Mom, in your last video that I watched, I hate it when you say that." And I said, "Say what?" She said, "When you say I'm going to try to keep this short." And I was like, "Aw." I said, "Okay, I'll try to make some longer videos for you." I mean, I don't mind doing a 30-minute video here and there. My phone shuts off in the middle of it. Happens all the time. I'll get a 30-minute video done and it'll shut off and I'll have to go back on for 7 minutes or 10 minutes, you know, to show you the meal. It's so frustrating, and I can't edit, and I have a crappy editing app. So I don't know how to combine them, but maybe someday. But for now, I'll just pray that my phone doesn't shut off and do a good little cooking video. What Chloe told me was, she said she'll get a notification and then she'll get the baby situated and she'll get set up to do whatever she's going to do. And then she'll start my video and just get started on her project or her job, and then it's done. So yeah, I'm going to try to do 30-minute cooking videos because that's where I can chat and still get something done. So anyway, guys, let's get this started. The fire ban has been lifted here, but it is too hot for me to sit next to an open fire, so we're going to go on propane today and just use ultra-baseball flat iron. Try to get it a little more level. Good old ghee. We're going to make ghee soon, guys. Another one of my good subscribers asked me how to make ghee about a year ago, right after my channel started. And I told him how in comments, but I told him I'd do a video eventually of it. And guys, my ghee has lasted me a long time. I still have, sorry, this little jar is full, and I still have probably about a half of a 1-quart mason jar full. I don't know if I left any in my preps at home for my kids or not. I probably did. Hope I did. But this is all I had with me. So, yeah, steaks got expensive when I was away from buying them. Yes, they did. I found 2 decent-sized New York strips for $17. I didn't think that was terrible. there was some that were way, way more. I'm just like, what? Tons of fat on them. I'm like, no way. No way, guys. So I was going to bring some blackened seasoning out, and I forgot, so it's just Johnny's today. Just good old Johnny's seasoning. Hey, Dennis. Johnny. Johnny was the troll in Colorado on your channel. I know he changes his name, but that's what he was when he trolled on me. Maybe, maybe he will like me if he knows that I use Johnny's seasoning. It's just a thought. Troll's the troll, probably nothing would help. So guys, this little chat I want to have. Okay, before I moved to Washington, I really didn't even know what a squatter was. I'd heard of it in movies and stuff. Much less I didn't have any idea that there was places where that was allowed. So when I came here, my plan was to find somebody that was either disabled or too cold or too old to be able to upkeep their own property any longer, and for me to be able to do that in exchange for a place to live in a tiny home. Okay. By whatever you believe, coincidence or the good Lord answering my prayers, I came here and that's what happened. There wasn't squatters here when I got here 7 years ago. Whenever. October of 2015. There was a couple of renters, and then they got like one bad apple in here, and next thing you know, that bad apple brought a friend, and then that friend brought two more friends, and it just got out of control quickly. I didn't know what was happening because I still didn't realize about squatters' laws. I just kept thinking if the landlord told them to leave, they should leave. But it's not like that. I can tell right now the seasoning is going to stick to this pan and make it to where I can't flip my eggs with my knife like I always do, which is what I only brought. But anyway, back to the laws of the land. So my plan since I got here has been to, one by one, persuade my children to come out here. Because if they come out here once, they will be revitalized, and their souls and their minds will be refreshed, and they haven't seen the mountains. And they need to get out of the Midwest. So, anyway, my son and his 6-year-old son and his ex want to move out here. She's always wanted to live out here too. Her and I are very close. And they finally said they could move out here. So I was all happy thinking I was doing all this work. My landlord wouldn't even question let them come here for a start. Not that they couldn't afford a house, because they're going to be having their own money and stuff to rent a house when they get here. I just wanted them near me, so text the landlord. I said, my son and his woman and my grandson are going to move out here soon. Would you rent them your dad's mobile home that I've cleaned up, and let them pay you like real rent, not work for rent like I do, but pay rent? And he said no. Text back, just NO. I was like, well, that was kind of rude, but okay. So I said, okay, well, could they possibly rent the little cabin I'm fixing up, and I'll start a new project? And I said, I just want them near me. They work and they have money and they don't do drugs and they don't steal. And he knows I don't either, so he knows that my kids are going to be like me. for the most part. So I was kind of stunned. I'm like, no again, okay, well. So I just exited out of it. I wasn't going to say anymore. I think I might have said, okay. And I thought about it, and it really bothered me. I'm like, well, I need them close to me. So I was like, maybe I should be looking for another place where, a lot of places around here, it's a tourist area and a lot of rich people come over and only have summer homes. And so there's a lot of people that live here and work in the fruit industry too. So a lot of the houses around here have a main house, and then they have like a little cabin or something on the property also. So I was thinking maybe I should start looking for something like that. And I talked to God about it last night. I'm like, what am I going to do? You know? What am I going to do, Lord? I lost the lid to my ghee, guys. Sorry if I seem distracted. I kind of am. And it's black, and the mulch is black, and shit happens, guys. So we'll not worry about that right now. So I woke up about it this morning, and I'm like, Father, that's what I say when I start praying. So, Father, I need to know what I'm supposed to do. Should I be looking for another place and packing? Should I just find a place just for them nearby in town? And almost immediately I had the thought to Google the laws. And I was like, I get headaches if I read too much, guys. I don't read a lot. I can read, but I have to read things and then give my mind time to process them. And in the middle of a lot of projects and stress like I've had lately, I was like, what? Google, read laws? Oh, mercy. No, please. So I did. And I was just like, I didn't know what to type in specifically, so I typed in Washington State squatters laws, I think, was how I worded it. And it pops up this thing that says, sorry guys. It says something like how to keep squatters off of your property. So I clicked on it. Give me a second. My knife is really dull. I don't eat fat, guys. So, I don't eat skin unless it's on a piece of southern fried chicken or something. So anyway, I was reading, and it said something along the lines of how to keep squatters off of your property. I started reading, and this is what it says. It says, in the state of Washington, squatters can legally claim ownership to a property through adverse possession, which is the legal doctrine that allows someone who possesses another person's property for a certain amount of time to legally claim ownership of the property. Then below it said, what is a squatter? I didn't know exactly what it was until now. A squatter is a person who starts living on someone else's property without their consent, typically unoccupied property or abandoned or foreclosed on property. So, am I a squatter? I've never considered myself one. No, and no, I'm not. First of all, it says without their consent. The property owner was still of sound mind and gave his consent for me to live here. And at one point, his son came and tried to kick everybody else out before it got overrun. And he came to my door and he said, you need to move from this spot. And I said, oh, why? And he said, because you're too close to the trees and we're going to be doing spraying. And, you know, you're here and your dogs are here and got laundry hung out and stuff. And I said, oh, gotcha, okay. And then he said, if I had my way, I'd kick you out because I consider you guys all the same. And I said, I'm not anything like the... And this is after I'd been here a few years and it was getting out of control. I said, I'm not like them. And he said, well, I don't know that. And he said, the only reason I'm not kicking you out is because my dad made me promise not to. So, there you have it. Not to mention that I shattered my right knee and kind of became a cripple, picking fruit for this man that had no insurance to pay for anything. So I feel like I've well earned my right to be here, not even counting all the work I've done with you guys lately. So I did that, and then I just had the thought of, I'm like, well, and then it talks about where, I didn't want to write all the other rest down, but it talks about where if the property owner doesn't come around, you know what I mean? Like, I used to either pay rent or work off my rent, and he's never come back. I haven't seen the Old Man Landlord since he left here. I've just been dealing with his son. So, I'm like, well, okay, so technically the property is abandoned. Everybody here kind of looks up to me for answers anyway and call me boss. So, I'm like, I think I'm just going to move him in there anyway, guys. What are they going to do if they can't get rid of the tweakers? How are they going to get rid of a good person? And I even said that in the message to my landlord's son last night. I said, I need somebody up here, you know? I need another good person or two up here. And he still sent that second no. So it's like, well, I'm sorry, you know? So I'm going to do what I do. And then it also mentioned like having rights to stay if you do improvements to the land. You guys think I'd have any problem proving I do that? So I'm not sure he could kick me out if he wanted to, guys. So I feel a little bit more relaxed. I'll still keep my guard up, but... I think the Lord told me to look that up, and I think the Lord was trying to tell me not to worry that I'm home. Don't start looking for another home. I'll always have a plan B just in case I'm wrong on that, but that's what my heart tells me. He speaks to me in weird ways. He gives me feelings and shows me things. My phone just looks like it just glitched. Sorry if it did. Yeah, he doesn't speak to me, but he tells me what to do and when and stuff. And that's what I live by. It's actually probably why I survived being homeless for a spell in a state where I didn't know a soul. Sleeping at Walmart. Our Walmart in Wenatchee, that's 40 miles away where JT works, where I started out here homeless. They had like this big grassy area at the end of their parking lot. And I found this big pine tree and I just put my tarp under it, and me and Ava slept there every night. There were people that would come check on us. One old man that turned out to be a total creep. I'll tell you about him sometime. He almost got me, guys. checked up on me for about 4 or 5 years. Once or twice a year, he'd stop in and anyway, we'll talk about that another day. I've been wanting to talk about him. So you guys know I like my steaks blackened. I didn't bring my blackened seasoning, but it kind of is anyway. So guys, yeah, I think I'm gonna just sit tight. And do what I gotta do. I guess if I ever have to go to court and show my YouTube videos, and I end up getting kicked out anyway, maybe I'll just get a bunch of new subscribers. Maybe the judge will like me and subscribe to my channel, guys. I doubt it. It's probably asshole judge. Alright, back to business. Anyway, so I just figured I'd fill you in on the latest on the situation, guys. Situation. Oh, also, it said squatters don't have to pay rent or anything, guys. They can just squat up on your land and not pay a dang dime. If you don't live close enough to check up on your property regularly. The one I clicked on actually was, it said tips to help property owners keep squatters away or something. I'm like, oh, that's funny. That's actually telling people how to legally take over your property. Whatever. Funny shit, guys. Anywho, it is what it is. I guess it's time for eggs, huh? I'm scared. I know they're gonna stick, guys. Shovelhead said he would come to cook, but we figure he's too far away. Shovelhead has some most amazing cooking videos ever, and other stuff too. Yep. You guys can find him in comments if you want to check his channel out. He's awesome. So, like I said, I don't have a utensil. It's going to be tricky. What to do, guys? I thought of it right as I was seasoning the steak. Should we just throw a bunch more ghee on there? I don't really care if I break the yolk. I just want to be able to flip it. Yeah, it's awesome. My daughter also, she'll call me for cooking tips. It's adorable. She's kind of new mama and mother and woman. And has a nice kitchen, nice house, and she likes mom's advice on how to make things from out of a can to amazing, or out of a bag to amazing, whatever it may be. We got it, guys. And I didn't break the yolk. Someday I'm going to try the avocado egg thing again. I thought I tried it in a video, but maybe I didn't. But I did try it once. I used to watch this channel. Now that I think about it, I haven't seen a video of hers for months. I just found her and then kind of forgot, but I haven't got notifications. But she's this little Asian girl in the woods, and that's the name of her channel for real. She's badass. She has this little dog that she takes in all of her videos. It's even like Ellie. It's the same breed. Hers is just reddish brown, little dots. So freaking cute. She kicks ass, makes shelters, cooks on rocks, and she's the one that cooked the egg and the avocado. And I found it pretty interesting. So maybe we'll get that down eventually. I don't really know what else to fill you in on, guys. It's been a good, well, I think I started the cabin maybe a month and a half ago-ish. I don't know, I'd have to go look at the date on my phone on the video, or I'd have to look on my channel because I have to delete my videos because I'm low on storage all the time. Feels like about a month and a half since we started up here, and guys, it's just amazing the difference. The difference after I get done. Wow, that's all I can say. Yep, that's all I know to say. Like, I think it was you said, Dennis, like night and day, the difference. Found my lid. It just feels so good to take something neglected and nourish it and throw some love on it, and it's just absolutely amazing how it comes back to life. Like, really comes back to life. Never ceases to amaze me. I've brought animals back to life before, guys. Just accidentally, I guess. I didn't know I knew what to do, but I knew what to do, and it worked. Happened with the puppy once, and it happened with my baby bunnies a few times. We'd find them cold and dead and stiff in the morning because that mother I had was a horrible mother. And I would just as soon as I discovered it, I just started, I wrapped it in a washcloth, a dry washcloth, and just started almost viciously rubbing it, getting it warm, and then it went from stiff to kind of limp. So I knew it wasn't dead, and then I just kept doing it, and then you would see it take a breath. Weird. Really weird. But it's nice, even with plants or the earth. It's a great thing. It's a great thing, guys. Okay, what am I feeling for now? The one thing I can't really go without, which is salt. Dang it. Where's my salt? I know I brought it. I saw it. See, everything else but the salt, so I guess you guys don't have to watch me eat today. Got Johnny's, but it's not the same. It looks so good, guys. I gotta hurry before my video shuts off because I finally actually got to make a long video. But I gotta show you the food because it's gonna try to shut off on me. Avocado is amazing. Guys, I try to eat at least one superfood every few days. It's just me. I use a lot of my energy doing this stuff. And I need it, you know? We're going to grow this avocado seed. Watch me. Might take a little while, but you'll see. Alright, guys. Breakfast ready. I gotta go. See you soon.